What's going on, guys? This is Brendan Abbott coming to you with the KBR Sports YouTube channel, and in this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly why Giannis Antetokounmpo is the most dominant player in today's NBA. So guys, make sure you tune into the video and we'll get right to it. If you guys got a chance to check out the new intro video, I wanted to thank Nick Exposito for making that video and for being a huge contributor to this YouTube channel and the podcast and everything. Nick does a lot in terms of giving me ideas and even creative contributions. So Nick, I always appreciate you, bro. Love you, man. And guys, get ready to tune into the video. What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into the newest video on the KBR Sports YouTube channel. Obviously, if you haven't already and you're not already subscribed, make sure you guys go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now. Make sure you go ahead and do it. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future KBR Sports YouTube videos. And also make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like. Like the video right now, go ahead and hit that like button so that way you guys can show your support for the YouTube channel, and to also give me some feedback, leave a comment on what you might think of this video. I wanted to jump right into it because obviously Giannis Antetokounmpo is obviously one of the best players in today's NBA game, and a lot of times when we're talking about Giannis, the word dominant comes up. And one thing I did want to do for you guys, I wanted to kind of clarify a lot of things surrounding that word dominant, because dominant is a term that tends to be used loosely in today's society. The term by the dictionary definition are as follows: commanding, controlling, or prevailing over all others. Number 2, exerting ecological or genetic dominance. Both definitions of the word easily apply to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis stands at 6'11", 242 pounds with a 7'3" wingspan. He's one of the purest blends of athleticism and raw strength that has ever played in the NBA. His length opens so many dimensions of his game on the court that are tough to defend. Giannis did a majority of his damage this season within 3 feet of the rim, with 57% of his shots coming from that range. While some believe just loading up on him is an easy way to keep him out of the paint, it's not that simple. Giannis's explosiveness and length allow him to get to the rim in just a few strides. Check out this pick and roll here. Giannis takes literally 2 steps before exploding for an easy dunk. Then look at this when he hits Jason Tatum with the crossover and hits 3 strides before elevating. It's impressive because he's explosive with and without the basketball. Giannis' strength and speed always make him a mismatch on the court. He's fast enough to get past bigs with the strength to guard him, and then he's strong enough to body smaller matchups and impose his will. Giannis' physical measurements aren't that far off from those of Kevin Durant's. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the Kevin Durant dominant video that I put out not too long ago about how unguardable Kevin Durant is. But, however, both dominant in their own way, even though they have similar body types. Durant's game is a perimeter-oriented game. He demoralizes people with the array of shots he can hit from anywhere on the court. Although, because of his slighter frame, physical defenders have bothered him from time to time. When it comes to Giannis, his game is a mix of brute force and elegance. He put on muscle so he could absorb contact from physical defenders and give it back. Giannis plays the game in a way to emphasize he is a superior athlete on the court. See here just how he hammers a dunk over his former teammate Don Maker, who stands at 7'1" and 221 pounds. This is how he psychologically begins to dominate his opponents, in a manner similar to Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq used to ragdoll his opponents and leave them questioning referees about the level of physical contact that they were allowing. Giannis has a similar effect. Here in a fast break, he simply moves Kevin Durant out of his way with his physicality. Note the fact that I did say earlier that the two had similar builds, and it's not a coincidence that later on in this game, because of the physicality, Kevin Durant is complaining to the referees and gets himself ejected. His ability to handle the ball makes him a threat on the perimeter also, rather than just in the post. It also gives him the liberty of running the offense if necessary. He averaged a career high in assists this year with 6 per game. His playmaking was forced to improve since defense's only way of stopping him were to create body walls, keeping him from the hoop. Now, to Giannis' credit, he hasn't allowed his game to be limited to just the painted area. He's made strides in improving his range also. This season, he's attempted 204 threes, which is a career high. He's showing much more confidence in his three and will take it if the defense is just neglecting it altogether. Everyone knows once he starts hitting that three at a high clip, there's literally no way to stop him. Just one of the reasons why many feel as though the next NBA dynasty will be centered around him. One, because he dominates not only offensively, but defensively as well. Giannis plays like a safety in the NFL, acting as the last line of defense between defenders and the rim. His length, strength, and agility make him an ideal shot blocker. He's long and strong enough that he can absorb body contact and still reach the ball to block the shot. Then because of his agility and length, he can recover on defense to chase down quicker opponents or provide weak side help. He's even known to be a freelancer at times when it comes to playing passing lanes, kick-starting fast breaks that turn him into the freight train that no one wants to get in the way of. It's no accident that in the regular season the Bucks were the best defensive team in the NBA. They even matched that intensity in the playoffs. And it all starts with Giannis. His opponents are shooting 11% worse to date when he is defending them in the playoffs. He's easily a candidate to win Defensive Player of the Year and MVP in the same season. A feat only done twice, once by Michael Jordan and once by Hakeem Olajuwon. Earlier in this video, I gave the definition of dominant. Regardless of the outcome of these playoffs, Giannis made his mark as the most dominant player in the NBA, a perch that he intends to hold for a long time. Alright guys, it's going to wrap it up for today's KBR Sports YouTube video. I appreciate you all for tuning into this video. Obviously, make sure that you guys are commenting your thoughts down below. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos like this. And also go ahead and check out the KBR Sports Podcast. You can find it on Google Podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, everything, SoundCloud. And you guys can check out other content that comes out, like last week's podcast where we did a discussion about Game of Thrones, the Avengers, and the whole nine. But I do want to know what your thoughts are about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Do you guys think he is the most dominant player in the game today? And how do you think he compares to other dominant players that come before him in the likes of a LeBron, the likes of Shaq, Dwight Howard, other guys? How do you think Giannis compares and stacks up when compared to those other all-time greats as well? Obviously, Giannis's resume isn't complete yet, but he still has so much more to grow in terms of his game. Yet he's only 24 years old, and he dominates the game in such a level that it's, when you just watch Giannis literally just play the full game. I mean, hopefully in this game I've supplied enough clips for you to see just how physically imposing this guy is. And you have to literally go watch him live so you can get a full glimpse at just how dominant this guy is standing next to other guys and just how strong and everything this guy is. But guys, obviously leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And if you have any topics you want me to talk about moving forward, I'll make sure I touch on those. But guys, until next time, I'm out.